Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back, Sandra and Sonia, again for another episode of Twins Talk Tubi. And we are in a new month. New month means new theme.
Yeah.
And the theme for this month of June is all about LGBTQ. June is Pride Month, so we're doing movies that are featuring LGBTQ characters and themes. And the movie that we picked to watch for today is called Slay. And Slay came out in 2024, and the premise goes as follows. Four drag queens booked at the wrong venue manage to win over an unfriendly crowd when they become the dive bar's defenders against a vampire attack. All right, and we're going to start this off as we always do with our first time reaction of the movie on the count of three. One, two, three. This movie was so good.
So
I should
fun.
have gave it two thumbs too. It was really good. It was a fun movie. It was funny. It was so funny. And obviously there's vampires, so it had the horror element. And they just put this together so good. The characters were great. It was so just like the premise says, there's these four drag queens that are, if you're familiar with RuPaul's Drag Race, they are some of the drag queens that appeared on RuPaul's show.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so they have like a show, a troupe, I guess, and they go around different places and do shows and things like that. So they booked one of them booked them at a venue, and when they got there, they realized they booked the wrong place, and it was like this out of like in the middle of nowhere dive biker bar
Yeah.
that you would never ever think that a drag queen show would be there. But they go in and they talk to the owner, and the owner says, "Oh, that one of the other managers booked them." Said, "But since you guys are already here, you just do a show because people are expecting some kind of show." There are a couple people that come in knowing that um those drag queens are there and they're fans of them and blah blah blah. So it's just the interactions between themselves, all the drag queens, are so funny, the way they talk to each other and the way they act with each other, and then interacting with the tough guy bikers in the crowd in the place. It's just there was nothing I didn't like about this movie.
Mm.
I just thought it was super fun. The performances they did were great.
Yeah.
And then they had to actually fight the vampires. Um, I mean, they were good. I I don't know what else to say. It was so
Yeah.
it was really, really good.
It was super funny. I thought the script was very well written. I thought the
Yeah.
acting was great.
All
Um,
the acting was really good.
all the acting was great. And I like that it was a comedy, but they did throw in some some topics from the LGBTQ community, things
Yeah.
that they've gone through and are suffering through and get criticized for and things like that. And they threw them in and put their kind of spin on it and
Yeah.
you know kind of made it still like it doesn't matter, they're still fabulous kind of thing. It was cool,
Yeah.
really cool. I really liked how they had the bartender guy was at the beginning, you could tell he was kind of into having the show, but he was acting like he wasn't. He
Well,
was,
yeah, he said somebody else booked them,
yeah, he was trying to be
but
tough and stuff, but then
but
but you
you
could
can
tell
tell that no, it was really him.
he was cool about it because in a regular person that made a mistake or something, they saw this type of act come in this type of environment, I think they would have been like, it doesn't matter, I don't care, you can't come in here. But he made it more welcoming, kind of, and he was fine
Right.
with it. But I could tell that he was gonna be kind of part of, like, having their back, kind of, at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was cool, and even at the end of the movie, he got kind of transformed into a drag queen himself, and he looked really
That was
good.
great.
And he looked really good.
It was good.
And I thought the vampire makeup was really good.
Yeah.
that
I
they
think
had.
they did really good with the horror parts of the movie with the vampire makeup, with the like the killings and the like the the chasing and fighting and then the stuff. Yeah,
It was
very well done.
all very well done. I did, like you said, I did love the performances that they did, and the music was great. And
Yeah,
they had, and at one point I thought that when they had killed one of the vampire, they killed one of the vampire and they kind of turned to dust. At one
yeah.
point I thought the dust was glitter.
It looked a little bit like
It
glitter.
looked a little bit like glitter, and I think the first one that I saw, I thought it was glitter, and I was like, what? And then I kept looking because I was like, well, it would make more sense if the vampires that were getting killed were gay, that maybe it would be glitter or something. I don't know. I
Yeah,
was thinking to make it funny,
right.
but then later on, as I kept seeing the vampires getting slayed, I was like, oh no, it's not. It's just like dust
No,
or something. But I did think for a second that
but
it was glitter.
it did look a little shiny, like it could have possibly been glitter, or at least some glitter mixed in with the
Yeah,
dust.
I don't. It could have been. I don't know, but I swear I did see a tinge of
Yeah.
glitter. Anyway, and yeah, so I liked all of that, and I also like that with all this going on, none of the drag queens ever got dirty or messy. Did you notice that?
Yes, that's very true.
Some of the patrons had blood on them, and they were kind of dirty and
Yeah,
had the smudges of dirt and things on
right,
them,
right,
and none of the drag queens did at all.
right.
I don't know if that was supposed to be on purpose,
I don't know, but you're right. That's true. You
but
know
I
what?
did
I
notice
I
that.
also I also like that at the end there was a couple of the good people that were in the bar that were bit, and they
Yes,
eventually turned.
yes,
They didn't turn on the humans.
yeah, right,
So those vampires, they pretty their thoughts were pretty much, if you were an asshole human, you're gonna be an asshole vampire.
right.
And we're
We're
nice,
not
so we're not, we don't need to bite you. We don't need to.
right,
So they all still fought together with
right,
everybody. So I
right,
thought that
right.
was cool too.
That was cool. It was very very well made.
It was super entertaining,
Yeah,
so funny,
absolutely.
just an all-around fun movie.
Very good time.
Definitely one to check out if you haven't seen it yet. Or if you have, watch it again because I could solely sit and watch this
I would
movie
watch it again.
again. There's not too many movies that I will sit through and watch again. This movie I would watch again because I really, really enjoyed it. And
A lot of
definitely
fun.
definitely put on your list for Pride Month. It's a great horror movie for this genre. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Of course, it's on Tubi, and let us know what you think when you watch it. As always, we are here every Tuesday reviewing a new Tubi movie for you guys. Make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. We are on the Horror Flick Chicks YouTube channel. We are part of the Horror Flick Chicks, so make sure you're following us here and subscribe to our channel. You can also watch our Horror Flick Chicks podcast on our YouTube channel, so make sure you definitely subscribe so you can watch that too. We're also on social media, so make sure you follow us. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok. Give us a follow on all of those. We're Horror Flick Chicks on all of those. And we hope to see you guys next week for another episode of Twin Stalk Tubi, where we will be reviewing a new Tubi horror movie.
Yeah.
And as always, we're signing out. We'll see you next week. Sandra and Sonia, peace, love, and horror. Bye.